It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome Dr. Tejaswini Ananth Kumar, currently the Chairperson of Board of Governors of our dear Indian Engineering and Science and Technology Institute, who has kindly joined us for this gathering. Dr. Tejaswini is an engineer by education. She holds a BE in Electronics and Communication and a postgraduate diploma in Indology. And she has been awarded an honorary degree from one of the eminent engineering colleges. She is a scientist by profession and as well as a social entrepreneur. Uh, I cannot go on the entire list of her association with the various institutes, with the various social work she is currently undertaking. But I have come in contact with her recently, and she is, through her social work, through her base scientific knowledge, I'm sure she is going to uh, help us in bringing these renowned institutions to a level in which we would all like to cherish. She is also the chairperson of Adamma Chetana, founded along with her late husband, Sri Ananth Kumar, who was MP and also a central cabinet minister. Though Adamma Chetana has changed the lives of the 160,000 children, providing them with food, education, and health facilities. But besides that, she is being involved with a large number of other social organizations. For example, Nitto Annodana. It is 4 food distributions campus in Bangalore city. He has got Namma Canteen, which serves about 10,000 needy people through BBMP support, and various COVID relief activities which she generated during the COVID pandemic in 2021-22. She served in earlier, before she came into the social, she became a social entrepreneur. She served as a engineering scientist in Aeronautical Development Agency, that is ADA, under the leadership of Sri APJ Abdul Kalam, and also was a part of the light combat aircraft, that is LCA Tejas project. Tejaswini ji is eminently noted for her contribution to increase the green cover of Bangalore through her Sunday green plant activities. And another important thing she is currently doing, which all of us would be very much interested in the context of net zero, that is Adamma Chetana's green kitchen. She uses fossil free fuels and produces zero garbage. And this fits in very well with all of our mission that it should be zero discharge. That means zero garbage, zero discharge water, and of course, zero carbon emission. She is also, as a social entrepreneur, besides being a social entrepreneur, she is a member of the expert appraisal committee of the Ministry of Environment and Forest, Government of India. She has got, she founded actually, uh, and one of the trustees of Shankar Cancer Hospital in Bangalore and in Bhubaneswar, which shows her deep-rooted interest in healthcare facilities. So I could go on narrating her career, but now at the moment, we are so glad that she is amongst us, and she would be lend our support in carrying this institution forward, and we all look forward to that. Our initiative is an encouragement to each one of us present here. I think we must accept a warm welcome from all of us who will present. A warm welcome for all of us. Thank you.
Namaskar. Shall I go ahead?
Please
Yes,
do so.
yes.
And Kapun, you can highlight her as well.
Yeah. So, Namaskar. I thought I don't know whom to say good morning, good evening. So I say Namaste to all. Thank you, Shri Sudhanshu Chakrabarti ji and all the members of IIEST, Bengal Engineering College, BESU, all the senior alumni of the great organization. And my special thanks to Shri Chakravarti ji for your kind words. It is with Ananth Kumar ji's support, and it's a teamwork basically, because we have been running 4 kitchens in India, 3 in Karnataka and 1 in Rajasthan since last almost 20 years now. And every day cooking 1,60,000 meals with not using any petroleum fuel is been our great. It is definitely, it is symbolic, but gives a strong message that yes, at least there is one kitchen which can boast that we don't use any fossil fuel for cooking. Of course, back at home, I still use the LPG. No, I'm not
Yeah.
able to get rid of it, but I'm sure that day will come soon. Change of our lifestyle and those routine things, our vehicle, our cooking, these things also we should definitely look at. And it is not that we can't do it. Our engineers are capable enough to do all these things. Yeah, coming back to IIEST, when I first time when I got a letter from Ministry of Education, I was wondering where is this Shibpur, because I had heard about Kharagpur. Who doesn't know Kanpur? But Shibpur is something which I had. Then I googled, and oh, it's right in Calcutta. And then I read about the institute, and such a long history, and have a wonderful alumni, their contribution, something marvelous. So whenever I go there now, I have already visited 4 times now. Yesterday was the convocation. So first thing I said is, see, it's very important that we Kharagpur is such a, compared to Shibpur, it is a smaller place. And people know Kharagpur well. The engineering fraternity knows Kharagpur and Kanpur. First thing is we should start talking about our institute. And then I found so many things. The first cricket ground of India. We all thought that it is Eden Garden. So I told the students, now you start talking about it. We have so many firsts in our list, and we should continue to give those firsts. It's not that just the past previous years we just keep saying this happened, but even in one is we should know where all we've been first, and also in the coming days we should create all those historic movements, historic things that our youngsters should be able to do. So that's one thing which I always talk about. And yesterday in the convocation, because after I met all the senior people, after I read the history of the institution, and like Sri Chakravarti ji was mentioning, today there are two very important things in the context of this. We talk so much about climate change and global warming. Here is a requirement that we bring all these things into action and show the difference. And so, like I was reminded by Be and Make of Swami Vivekananda. So, keeping that in mind, I said we should see, especially in academic institutions nowadays, what has been, we've been talking from the lecture halls and labs, we keep talking about so many things, but when it comes to practice, very few of them are really we are able to implement. And India has more than 50,000 years of history, especially last 30 years, if you know, especially 20-25 years. One is Dr. S.R. Rao's marine archaeology. He found a wonderful city near Dwarka, Gujarat, after the which is submerged in water, which was the capital of which was a city where Lord Krishna lived. Now there is an evidence. Next month is Ayodhya's Ram Mandir. The whole world is waiting. Dr. K.K. Muhammad has shown there is an evidence. It is not that court just did not agree because there was such a long campaign, but there is an evidence. Rama Setu, again there is an evidence. So we have more than 50,000 years of rich lifestyle in India. And now, of course, there are many developments which we are all part of. But where there was no air pollution for those 50,000 years, there was no water pollution. We had such a wonderful rivers flowing. India, always I reminded my Bankim Chandra Chatterjee's Vande Matram, Sasya Shamalam, Matram Vande. The whole India was covered by Sasya Shamala, so green. But where are we today when we look at the tree to human ratio? We are 108th rank in the world. And as a country, we're going behind. It's only cementing and concrete jungles. So just last 100 years, last 50 years, these things, we have, of course, there are great contribution by our engineers. That's why, in fact, India is one of the most leading and aspirant country. We're aspiring to become Vishwaguru. But at the same time, I think need to look at the sustainable development, look at the humanities area. So keeping these three things in mind, I said, first thing is, as a campus, let's be zero garbage. Nowadays, we elders and youngsters, we have from morning to evening, each one at individual level, so much of plastic, one single-use paper, single-use plastic goes out. So can we look at not reduce, reuse, recycle principle and make sure that we don't give anything to the municipal corporation for disposal or recycle? We make sure that no solid waste goes out of our campus. First B, we will be zero garbage. Second B is no discharge. There is a beautiful Ganga flowing adjacent to us. We have wonderful lakes within our campus. 4 lakes are inside the campus. Very beautiful place with a wonderful botanical garden next to us. Said we should have installed the sewage treatment plants, a proper rainwater harvesting mechanisms. Every drop of water that falls or the sewage will be treated and we reuse the water back. So we will be no discharge campus. And the third I was talking about is we become self-sufficient with regard to energy. No, that is possible because we have space. Today we are, and I think I'm sure you must be knowing we are the only organization producing solar cells. All these days we were importing from China and other countries, but our institution is manufacturing solar cells and sending it to Bangalore and other places to make the panel. So we can make sure that our energy, the electricity, the electric power requirement of the campus can be produced, generated in our campus itself. And there is some solar panels, some grid-on solar is available, but we upgrade it so that the entire power requirement is met by in-house and renewable energy sources with the support of all of you. We have so many senior engineers here. I feel I really don't know much other than practically trying to implement these things. But I thought these are the three things which we start with, show the students and feel them proud that here is an institution which has a long history. We have seen, I keep saying, see, we have seen Bangla partition, we have seen the partition of India, we have seen formation of Bangladesh, China war, Pakistan war. At the same time, we have seen industrial revolution, we have seen the boom in IT. We have seen IT revolution. Now we are in the world of artificial intelligence, chat GPT. All this our students are part of. And so now it is an high time we place ourselves. I keep saying, see, let's not compare ourselves with IITs or NITs. See, here is an, or IISc. Here is an institution which is IIT plus IISc. That should become IIEST. We should top the list. And with such a wonderful history, and what I am seeing from day one, it is already around 3 months now. The support of alumni is just wonderful. Our students may be only 4,000, but we have 50,000 great alumni with 50,000 numbers, with so many years of experience with each one of them. And I think together we will really do it. I know many times people say, as a chairperson, you have a limited role, chair the meetings, address the convocation, and give the degrees. But I have taken it when I met all of you, when I met our senior most distinguished alumnus, Shri Tathagat Rai ji, Chakravarti ji, and Amitabh Datta, and all of them. I feel I should not, I don't want to limit my role to only that much. Together, I am there with you as a soldier. Together, we will take the institute forward, and I'm sure we will have to do a lot of brainstorming. We have to start from the small things, like alumni had given a wonderful mural, a girl, a dancing girl holding tools, and a nice mural is there just opposite the guest house with the hand broken. I said, why is it? We can easily correct it. Why should we need again alumni to come back and correct it? Then we got it corrected. The clock, which is, you all, that's a part of our logo, which is 100 plus year old, which was for some small reason we had stopped, since 2 years. Then if the clock starts, is when the clock stops, you know what all. Really, if we can't wind the clock once in a week, then can't do. And then I said, let's not convert it to digital. If there are some corrections, let our mechanical department people, we will do that repair. They'll understand how 100 years back the clock was designed, and now it's working. It's showing the right time. So yesterday I saw it. It was showing the right time. We started the convocation exactly at 11. We painted all the statues of Swami Vivekananda, Sister Nivedita, C.V. Raman, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, because I'm just trying to tell you all the statues, you all maybe will be, definitely it's all nostalgic for you, maybe recollecting. We have Sir M. Vishweshraya statue. We got all of it painted. Of course, need to do many things in the labs. Now this, with the support of central government, 10-story hostel is coming up. Now we started reviewing it. I went to Delhi, met Director General CPWD, made sure that that 6-story building, which is ground plus 5, will have all the labs and new classrooms. The work will start now. I think by January the work will start. The 10-story building will be ready for the, we said, phase one. Let at least some 200 students start living and continue building on the other side. By next year December, that building will be ready. And repair work, maintenance work had stopped for some reasons, between the jagda between state and center. And that has started. I think already the maintenance work has started. We'll make sure that all the toilets are repaired. Although they look small things, but they play a very important role, especially for the residential students, building the confidence in them. And one side we have to bring in the latest technologies with support of all of you. I request you to visit the campus. We should have, each department should have one lecture on an average, monthly once or something like that. So at least some 20 lectures should be happening per month in the campus. So, and for all this, I am sure your guidance, your support is very, very crucial, very important. It's going to be very, very valuable. So I thank you all for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Madam Tejaswini ji. So we just have to move fast.